me know when it's time.
Alright.
Time is whenever you want it.
Huh?
Time was whenever you want it.
Hey guys, welcome to the Bad Podcast. Today I'm with Chill, Mech, and Moses, and I'm their special guest. Say hello, guys.
I
Hi.
don't wanna.
I'm being forced against my will.
He's antisocial, it's okay.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
too shy.
welcome. We have
Remember-
the
Hello.
Aran from
Hi.
YouTube.
Today
How are you
I'm
doing?
with Joe Diamond.
All right,
Yes.
welcome to the Pack Podcast. I'm Moses, and today I'm joined with
Jesus.
Mekakekwek,
Hello.
Chill Diamond,
Ni hao.
and our very he's kind of special, not that big of a deal. Areumadlol, Aaron.
Mentally.
Wait, what?
Sup,
Welcome to the
nerd?
Back Podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
You want to repeat that, huh? Go ahead.
How you how
Oh, stuttering,
I got
huh?
this.
Yeah.
how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good.
That's good.
This is the kind of respect I want.
This is the kind of respect you'll get.
We have Aaron on the show just
Welcome to the
because he
Pack
is such a
Podcast.
good, genuine friend of ours, and not because he has 70,000 subs on YouTube.
Yeah, Aaron and I go way back.
Who?
You remember? Yeah, you remember that one time?
Yeah, and when I
Yeah.
prayed to Jesus, he was like, part the Red Seas, Moses.
We need
Yeah,
to
I
we need to
said okay.
return to Are You Mad Lol without the villager skin.
No,
We need a return of that notch skin.
never.
Oh fuck, I remember that.
I don't want to
Oh.
ever go back to being that.
I got a question for you.
Oh,
Aaron.
wow, you're so sexy.
What's your yeah.
What inspired you to like do YouTube?
Oh, that's from the document. All right.
Yeah. Why
Right,
do you
throw
think
us
we
all
have a
under the bus.
document?
Thank you. Throw us under the bus.
Guys, sorry to break it to
Alright.
you. This is all scripted.
Well, yes, but actually no.
They're not. It's not a script. It's merely just a guideline.
All right. So
To make-
following the script, this is what happened to me on YouTube. I
Stick to the
what did
script.
get me started on YouTube? So originally, I've been on YouTube for about, I think 10 to 11 years now, and I've had way older channels. If I can go ahead and like see if I can grab one, I'm pretty sure my first channel. I don't remember what the exact first one is, but the first channel I remember that I actually put effort into was actually my last name, and I'm not gonna say it, but it only has 145 subscribers. And back then, I actually bought it on that because I was just like 6 years old, and I did not know what botting meant. I thought it was just a easier way to get subscribers, and that was about 10, 11 years ago. And what I uploaded was, because back then this is what was kind of big because it was still new, was just grab your Mario toys, grab your Luigi toys, and just go like, "Hey, it's me and Luigi," or something like that. And I just that's what I
remember
did. I just talked like that, and then because like a lot of my big inspiration was Super Mario Logan, you know,
yes,
Oh,
the
I
Mario
see.
Cute Bros and all that, and I did that for a
Yes,
long time, but I ended up giving up. I wanted to do gaming so badly. I had so many more channels, but I won't delve into that.
So disappointing you didn't carry on with your voice
Yeah.
acting career.
Yeah, you could have had a he could have been a big actor, one of the winning Grammys.
Could have
So
made it
you're
big
wrong.
playing with Mario plushie. Look
My
at you
last,
now, playing fucking Minecraft.
Jesus Christ, no! My last one on that channel was six years ago, and it was a Bean Boozled challenge, and
Bean Boozled.
Ooh,
yeah, that was
nice.
back on December 5th, 2013. To go more
Ooh.
modern, they go a bit more, recent. My channel before the Areumadlol channel was it was I think FED Gaming. So that went on for a few years. I ended up my schedule wasn't really consistent on there. I would upload once, maybe 3 times a month, and then just months later I would just not do anything. And that was basically
That's
that. And
just
then
about as consistent as now.
yeah, basically. And I would years later I would start the channel Areumadlol, again, more survival games. So it's still around that time, just leaving that era. I just got into MCSG right before it closed down, and that's where it kind of left my channel. I'm pretty sure I just uploaded survival games for a while. Let me see if I can just go to my channel and just check my old videos. But
Yeah.
yeah, just basically mainly survival games for a long time. And then I started to delve more into high pixel Skywars. And basically what got my channel started, we're getting to more when my channel started to grow. So before I got into Skywars, it was just maybe montages. I was trying to be like a little bit of a practice YouTuber, so I would upload combos and just try to be a
Right,
chill
right.
guy.
Mm.
And what got me started was ranked Skywars. I
Oh,
uploaded a video
yes.
called Ranked
Yeah,
Skywars Oof 0 to 500 rating. Yeah,
I
nothing
remember
too hard.
yeah, because I remember I subbed to
Yeah.
you when you hit 2K
Yeah,
back when you had that old like
Big
weird
fan.
anime skin thing.
Oh yeah, that was the instructor from Bastard instructor. I think an anime called like Akashic Bastard Records or something like that. I can't remember the name.
Weeb.
Akashic Records. Akashic. I don't know. Basically, I uploaded
Maybe
Ring
I know
Skywars for a bit,
Only watched
and I'm
anime
pretty
twice
sure
in my life.
I don't know where it is, but after I uploaded a few videos of Ranked Skywars, I did some ranked. I just did some regular. Try to play
Keyboard
some
mouse
new
sounds.
modes. Haven't done that. We haven't reached that part yet. Trust me. And yeah, I just uploaded a few of those. Try to do other modes to keep it entertaining. And then after a while, my channel starts to grow. Now, fun fact, I never had a channel before Areumadlol hit over 200 subscribers legitimately. So
Legitimately.
yeah. So when I finally hit 300, it was awesome. I was super ecstatic. And then my channel started to grow more and more and more. I hit 400 after a few videos, and then I did a Q&A for like
Yeah.
500. And then right around 600, and I remember when this happened too. I still remember the day. I was in my friend's stream just chilling, checking my studio because I upload a new video, so I like to check how it does.
Right,
And
right.
then while just refreshing, my subscriber count goes up by 14, which was a lot. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's just like it loads. I refresh it again, it goes up by another 20. I'm like, okay, loads it again, goes up for maybe another 14, 15. And then I start to realize maybe somebody shouted me out, maybe my video's doing good. And then I go to my friend is telling me, yo dude, RKY shouted you out. And I'm like, huh? And then I go to
Oh, boy.
RKY's latest video, and he shouted out me and Calvin. And basically he talks about how he really likes my videos, and he talked about Calvin's dropped out of school video, and that's where my channel started to really go up. And it's what got me into YouTube originally. What was the
Yeah.
question? How it got me to YouTube? So I probably shouldn't keep talking about this, should I?
No, that summed it up pretty good. And then from there, you just uploaded ranked and
Yeah, I
stuff,
just
and
kept
then it got
going.
views.
Famed keyboard and mouse sounds.
I do, yeah.
I'll say one thing really quickly. When back in the early days, my subscriber count went up so fast. I would wake up and I'd be like maybe 1,000, maybe 500. I just remember those days. I passed by so many subscriber counts. I really miss
Yeah.
those days.
It is that thing where like once you hit a couple hundred subscribers and you keep uploading, you're gonna just grow. Like I feel like from like a couple hundred subs to like 1.5K, as long as you upload like like a couple times a week, you're gonna like go up, you're gonna grow
Yeah.
most of the
Daily
time.
uploading will help a
Because
lot.
that's how I grew. Like I hit 200 subs and I just like uploaded packs every week, and then like I got to like 800 subs without like a YouTuber actually like shouting me out. It was just like,
Yeah. It was just
Uh-huh.
amazing.
yeah.
All right, so I'm looking at the script. What's the next question?
So
All right.
I guess to keep it on track. So I guess let's talk about your opinion on texture packs.
All
So
right. What about him?
so all right. What is your favorite pack that has been made in the last few months? You would say who is an upcoming pack maker that you think is really good and you've used a good amount of their packs?
All
My
right,
voice dies.
Mr.
Better be
Voice
Muslim.
Crack. So the question was my recent favorite pack.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't know if I have one.
Yeah.
I haven't really been using that many packs as much of lately. I do have another pack in the make right now, but
yeah,
I won't really
off
count that
is
because
like,
that's
yeah.
for me. I'm not gonna count any packs that were made for or by me. So, I don't know if I honestly have an answer for that because nowadays I haven't really been playing Minecraft as much, so haven't really been
Nice.
as much, Because here's the thing, I was always, not worried, but more into packs, so it helped me feel like, maybe one day I'll play better because of this pack, and then I'll play crap because of that pack. But if I had to answer the question for the most recent pack, I don't know if I can have one. If I did, it might be possibly. I'm looking through my pack folder right now, and honestly, I can't find one. Yeah. No. If it's not a pack, if it's not one of my packs, then no, I don't really have
get
one.
that garbage out of here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really have one. I can't really
I-
find one
I-
pack to define as it.
I remember Mad Lavender, dude. That pack drove me insane
What
because,
happened?
so Mauve made that for the most part, and I literally only made I just made the GUI for it because he needed
Yeah.
some help with it. But the amount of times that I got messaged on Twitter, on YouTube, and everything, when's Mad Lavender coming out? And that was a thing for 2 months, and I'm like, why are you asking me? I made 3 things in that pack.
I still get questions about that to this day too.
It's like
Wait,
I don't
really?
I'm gonna be
I've
completely
seen some
honest.
comments say it.
I don't know what was so special about that pack besides you using it that people just wanted it so bad. I'm like, I don't
It looked good, and I used it. That's probably the main thing.
I guess. I mean, honestly, looking back at it, it's not that good compared to
That's
what
pretty
me
good.
compared to what me and Mauve can do now. Cause me and Mauve, our next collab that me and Mauve did was Comet 32X, which is KZ's 15K pack, and that
That one
Yeah.
exploded.
popped.
So yeah.
I also want to get more into about my opinion, more about packs that also been recently released.
Yeah,
Okay, go for it.
I got a fucking house.
Yeah.
fly in my-
I feel like a lot of the packs nowadays are trying to be different, and what I mean that in a good and a bad way. Because nowadays, Minecraft's been a game for about 20, how long? 10 something years now. So
Yeah, 10.
a lot of the packs are just
About a
becoming
century.
very copy and paste of each other. And what I mean by that is it's really hard nowadays to find a pack that you're gonna just love and be like, oh my god, this is amazing, because nearly everything's been done. The really only different thing you can do is just the shape and possibly shading. Because if I go on to if I type in faithful pack and then I'll see the shitty pack made from noses, I'm like, I don't want that. That's just I'm kidding.
What
I'm
the
kidding.
fuck?
No. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
what faithful pack by
Nah,
me?
no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right. Yeah. Just I don't know. A lot of packs nowadays.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just
No, I get what you're
Yeah, go on.
saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I guess cuz here's the thing for me at least, I've never had the same pack style. I've always I've every pack for mine I've done something different except for a few times where I just got lazy, but
yeah.
it's just and yeah, you're 100% correct. It's everything has been done essentially. So it's now just okay, finding a new style, finding a different way of shading something, cuz at this point it's you can't make a 16x pack look unique. You just can't. It's just
Yeah.
not going to happen, especially if it's oriented for PvP, cuz the thing is you can make a really original pack, but no one's going to like it for PvP because it PvP packs have been kind of condensed to the point where if it doesn't have these essential things in a certain style, it no one likes it.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, it's just so that's the double-edged sword when it comes to it. It's you can be more creative and do something unique and not washed, but at the same time, it's do you want to have a pack that might do well? Or do you want to have a pack that's completely original, unique, and gets half the views?
Yeah, because here's the thing with that. Let's say obviously the more resolution, the more freedom you're gonna have to be able to make in a texture pack. But at the same time, it's more work, and you want to obviously more work, but people want to get these packs out as soon as possible. Sometimes if you're a YouTuber who wants to upload
Yeah.
daily, you're gonna have to stick to
Yeah.
low res packs. And sometimes people are afraid to make really high res packs. Let's say a 256 pack, you make this really cool sword you think is gonna do well, and then right away it's just, oh yeah, this is cool for one day, even though you spent maybe a week, 2 weeks, maybe possibly a month on it. One day people are like, oh, this is awesome. Next day, hey, I want another 16x
Yeah.
pack. Yeah.
Yeah, and people tend to like low res more than high res anyway. So
Yeah.
spending a lot of time on high res is always just kind of a risk because that people just because
Yeah.
the whole
'Cause
FPS
the,
boost.
FPS friendly, yay,
Epic
which we
boost.
discussed
Yeah.
previously.
So, all right, I guess so I think we covered that pretty well.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on to next one. What's your philosophy with content making at the moment and with spreading ideas.
It's almost word for word. Okay.
No way, it's crazy. What do you want me to do? Ad lib and
Philosophy.
simplify it?
So by philosophy, do you mean like how I like? What do you mean by that?
So like, for a long time you were just like rank Skywars, keyboard mouse
Yeah.
sounds, commentaries. And like, last couple months you've been spreading to a bunch of different things, and especially now, like, every video of yours is kind of different. So like,
Yeah.
what goes through your head when you're thinking of like, okay, what's the next video I'm gonna make? Like, how am I gonna make that original?
So
That's an easier way to put it.
I can sometimes tell when a video is going to do good and bad. And what I mean by that is, for example, sponsor videos usually do bad depending on what mode it is. That's because most servers reach out are just modes that just don't appeal to my viewers. Sometimes it does. But when I try to make my content, depending on what the video is and if I know it's going to do well, I try to put more work into it if I know it's going to do well. And I try to be as original as I can sometimes. For example, with my latest video, 1 minute to win it, that was a mode that I found with me and my friends, and we had so much
Yeah.
fun. Before that was sponsored, and then before that, the Take No Knockback video, which like blew up for me. The previous video, I Don't Auto Click, was me talking, commentating about all the comments, and I knew that video would do well if I just did that title, talked about that. It was basically hyped it up, and it did really good. And I try to
Right.
do videos that. Here's my philosophy. I don't do content that would appeal to everyone. I try to do content that I would watch and that people in the community respect me for. For example, that's one of the reasons why I stopped keyboard and mouse sounds. All right, so
All right.
basically, one of the reasons why I stopped keyboard and mouse sounds was I wasn't enjoying it anymore, and people were making fun of it, and rightfully so. It's really lazy content. Sorry to everybody who makes it, and there's just no effort into it whatsoever, and yet people love that because it's appealing more to the ASMR community, if anything. And it's such easy content and it's such easy views, but you get like no respect for it whatsoever in the community, and rightfully so, because it's just such an easy thing to make, and it's so easy to make, and you're taking advantage of that. When I made keyboard and mouse sounds, I only did it once a month. I didn't spam it. I didn't do it
Right.
like I try to space it out with the other content I liked, and that's why it just over the months I just did
Yeah.
not want to do it anymore. I was getting really bored. I wanted to do content that I would watch, and I wouldn't watch keyboard and mouse sounds. I'm sorry, I just would not.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
after
and-
ranked Skywars and whatnot, I started to try to expand out more. And what I mean by that is I don't want to just I was in a bubble with Rank Skywars. So what I mean by that, if I would upload anything else besides Rank Skywars, people would not watch it. People would not hate
Mhm.
on it. They just
Yeah,
won't watch
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And
That's
the way I
the
did
worst
this
position to
was,
be in.
the way I got out of this was I try to upload videos with interesting concepts, but that still stuck to like maybe PvP wise. And what I mean by that is Lunar Climb 1.8 versus Battleline clients were very popular and wasn't that PvP based, and I just talked about how I felt in the clients. The hardest Skywars achievement, I know people want to watch that,
Yep.
but the percentage in there, people loved it. Bridging was also another very popular thing, so I
Yeah.
try to get into that. And then
Yeah,
slowly
yeah.
I would just expand my content more. I did Bed Wars, I fought number one players.
Yeah.
I tried to do more
You
collabs.
gradually
and then,
took it away from ranked, and then
From
Yeah.
bridging, we went on to the bridge.
I mean, from what it looks like, it's it's working, which is good. And
yeah, I was
especially
able to get out of that.
especially as like a pack maker, and I guess my two compatriots can agree with me here.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of stuck in the pack making thing.
If we upload that anything that isn't a pack, it's just
Yeah.
going to do bad, which is annoying for me because although I do enjoy like working on packs and releasing packs and editing
Yeah.
videos and stuff, like I
There's just
still
a limit
enjoy
to how
that.
much you wanna
But
do it.
right, like here's the thing, and I don't. This is kind of like I don't know if all pack makers can agree with this, but I enjoy
agree.
editing my videos more than actually like going through and making the
me
pack.
too.
Like right, like my favorite part of it is like finding a song and editing it and putting it out. But like I'd like to do more than just pack videos. Because it's like,
Yeah.
what if I don't have a pack to release? Like this last week, I've had nothing to upload. I could have uploaded something because I've had time. I just didn't have a pack to put out, and I didn't have a podcast to put out or anything. So
Yeah.
it's like I'd like to spread out and do more things so I can, but like at the same time, I don't
can't
know how to
really do
approach that because it's like, do I want to
Besides-
kill my channel views or do I want to keep going with that and kind of suffer for a bit and maybe burst the bubble? Like it's
And
like,
I want to speak on that really quickly. People, I know there's just gonna be people who say like, just upload it anyways. It doesn't matter. People gotta understand, and
It
you know,
really
some
does
people,
matter.
people gotta like, you know, just take into perspective. If you're getting like view counts way lower than you're used to, and you get that consistently, it's really demotivating. It's
Yeah.
just, it's like
Mhm.
that's the reason why you don't want to upload, because you know you don't want that to happen. You don't want to have that shit feeling in your stomach, knowing
Right.
that you could be uploading this instead, but you want to try this, but people just won't respond to it.
right. Because the main thing that like tells you if people like the video is if your video gets a lot of views. If your video
Yeah.
gets a lot of views and you see that like there's a a lot of comments, you're like, okay, people like this, I can do this. But and even like if I do like a sub special, like my 1K special, it has like 1.5K views, and I uploaded that in July, which
Yeah.
it like
Excuse me.
it took so long to get like views just because like it was a pack release, but like it's not just a, you know what I mean, it had more to it, so people don't want to watch it. Like anytime
Yeah.
like, and that's why it's demotivating, because I've seen that like it's like I upload something that isn't, oh, this pack release and the thumbnail's a like flashy showcase of the items and armor and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, let's
I've-
check out this pack for 10 seconds and then download the pack. It's like,
I've actually had that same issue, well, sort of, because my 1K special, I mean, it's at 1K views right now, but when it was starting, like after the first week, I only got like 400 views,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
previously I was getting packs with like at least 500, like 700, so that was confusing to me. So that goes to prove your point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a pretty similar problem with like being stuck in like a pack making bubble, but on Twitter because I don't do YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Like every time I'll upload or like post a picture of a pack, it'll get like 100 likes. I'm like, oh shit, people like this. And then I'll be like, I'm gonna be brave and post like some of my pixel art, and it just gets like 30 likes. Which I mean, it's not awful. It's just like
mm.
Yeah.
It's less.
it makes you feel a little
comparably
shitty.
less. Yeah.
One thing that sucked
Demotivating
for me
views.
was so last week I was really bored and I had nothing to do, so I made a default edit, and I spent
Are we talking about him?
no
Are
no
we
no no
talking
no
about the guy?
no, I'm just talking about the fact, and I'm like, okay, you know what, I kind of like this default edit I made, looks pretty nice. I'll put it on Twitter. If it gets 50 likes, I'll put a link, and if it does extremely well, I'll put it on my YouTube channel. It got 150 likes in an hour, and I'm like, so my pack showcases on packs that take me like a week and a half to make get like 50 likes in like a week. Like this one just gets 50 likes in 20 minutes, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like it's a fucking default edit I made in one day, but I don't know. I put it on the
Default
channel and it
edit
did
up.
well, and it's just
Yeah.
like, what's the point of spending 2 weeks on a pack when I could just upload it?
Just do that instead.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And it's like, what's the point?
Chlorophyte will do really well, trust.
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping that it's unique enough that people will like it.
Yeah.
It looks good enough as a combo of what you want to do and PvP essentials, so should do pretty well.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll
in
have
my
to see.
personal opinion.
Yeah, I
Except it's
totally.
long swords. People might not like that.
Shush! Don't tell them about
I already know that my comments are just gonna be like, why does
That's
every
not-
Moses pack
that.
have long swords?
sword version?
Oh, you can tell it's a Moses package longsword.
That's every one of your packs.
Oh, is that 3 pixels too tall?
Oh my god!
Exactly.
Exactly.
Is that a long sword I see? It's prison for you. Mom told me short swords.
I'm
are the only
having
way to
way
go.
too many. There are many things that I want to say there that I'm not gonna say.
That's fair.
Good.
Good one.
All right.
Okay.
So I mean we kind of covered the next topic. With like how content is just has to be trendy for it to do well. Like
Yeah.
I mean like randomizer UHC is like the biggest example as of recently. luckily that trend is starting to kind of die down with some people not uploading it, but like it still does hella well on some people's channels, and it's like
I'm just gonna say this really quickly about randomizer. You see, I might if somebody sees this and like goes like it's a stupid opinion. I'm just gonna say right now, I never liked randomizer. You see, I tried it, did not like it, and every thumbnail is nearly the same, and every content people are gonna argue the fact because it's randomizer is different. No, it's not gonna be different, and
it's not.
it's never you know what the same thing's gonna be. They're gonna break this. They're gonna get something really good. They're gonna go kill and win the game every single time. It's never ever gonna be different. Like from our like. For example, one randomizer you see video is not gonna be different from another channel's. It's just gonna be the exact same down to the core,
Yeah.
and that's
Just
what
like a
sucks.
different voice over it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's just a
literally
different voice.
Yeah, but it's a
Look at a
different
different
voice, but they're
playstyle.
all like over extravagant, like
It's a
Yeah.
Wow,
different
guys,
voice
look
and a
what we
different
got.
thing that drops in city stuff.
Yeah.
That's the only
guys.
differences.
yeah.
This
last
thing's
thing-
dropping city this
The last
time.
thing before randomizer UHC that I remember that was like, I mean, the concept of the game. This might be off topic, but do you guys remember Flower Power UHC?
Yeah, that's what I used to play all the time.
Flower
Yeah,
Power
that was
UHC is
That was a fun game.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, and randomizer kind of took from that and just
Yeah, it took
added
that
another
just,
level.
just expanded the range
I think
of what
I
you're
think
breaking.
it was Wisp who started it too. Like, but like it was funny because like randomizer started as like this cool original thing because it wasn't like a bunch of servers doing it. It was like a plugin that Wisp had that like he did on like a hardcore world. It was like UHC but randomized.
Yeah.
And like that was original, and then like now it's like there's like 4 different servers that like only do randomizer UHCs, and
And it just got oversaturated,
And
which
it just
is
completely kills
unfortunate.
But,
the
you know,
UHC too.
it's
Yeah,
unfortunate, but I mean like at the same time it's like, hey, you know what, it works. Like if
Yeah.
you're if you are out there trying to do well on YouTube and you doing randomizer and your channel's exploding, I mean, good on you. I don't have any personal like grudge against you. You hit a gold mine. It's just I don't
There is
personally.
one grudge I have against most of them though. Change your damn thumbnail to something different. Just don't make it the same at least.
Yeah.
At least work on the thumbnail. That's
Yeah.
all
So
I
he'll
ask.
probably be happy with you using a random stock image instead of
Yeah,
whatever.
anything that's different from the pickaxe breaking thing with everything.
with everything coming out, killing thing with everything, with every item exploding.
Literally, that's
I-
all I ask.
I the funniest thumbnails are the ones where it's like not Minecraft things that you can get in randomizer UHC. Those are the
Lord.
best ones. Those are thumbnails I genuinely just kind of laugh at because it's just like it's so like over the top, like where it like has like shit that you won't ever find in randomizer, but it just
Yeah.
makes it better because it's just like at least it's like so over the top that it's just like clearly not like clickbait. It's just like
I think they've got into lucky blocks too, instead of just random blocks instead.
yeah.
Lucky Block UHC.
Bro, Lucky Blocks. I haven't seen like Minecraft Lucky Blocks in so long. Other than like
Yeah.
Skywars. I was like some Sky Does Minecraft fucking Lucky
Oh,
Blocks
yeah.
mod review.
Lucky Block
Oh
survival
my
games.
god, dude, that
That kind of stuff.
Yeah, I haven't
Lucky
done them
Block
in a
Battle
while.
Dome. That was a thing, right?
Lucky block battle, I think.
Probably did. Probably.
Fucking
Battle,
popular
man.
MMOs.
Oh, yeah, it
Godzilla
was.
versus like
oh,
Lucky
Papa
Block
Oh
Battle
yes,
Dome.
yes it
Dude,
was. Lucky Block Battle Dome.
Stop, you're like throwing
Beijing
me-
Canadian. Now it's just nostalgia
remember-
day.
I remember the Sunday ones.
Oh yes, Sunday.
There's so many that like just were on that trend. Team
Didn't
crafted.
Sunday like do that hairline thing?
Yeah, hair transplant.
Why?
Apparently,
He's going bald. Like I remember
Yeah.
a long time he said like he has a family history of people going bald, something like that.
he like did 2 or 3 hair transplants. One went decent, then like started to fall out. He did the second one, his head just swelled up, and then the third one finally got it right.
3 times the charm.
It's just I
Three
don't like hair
times the
transplants.
charm.
It's just- I think like they cut something. I don't know what they do for hair
Just
transplants. I
sounds
really
weird.
don't.
It just sounds weird.
I think they just take like the entire like the nucleus of like the hair.
The nucleus
the-
of
Nucleus of the
Yeah.
hair. What?
The nucleus of the hair. You heard
The
me.
root of the hair?
Are you
No, the
the
nucleus.
follicles? Like
nucleus?
what are you?
Okay.
And
what are
then
you
and then
trying
they
to
just
say?
like put it in your forehead.
Right.
What is
the
a
nucleus of the
of hair? What is that?
The nucleus of the. I don't need to explain my.
So you just expect the nucleus to grow into cells from there.
Exactly.
Okay. All
That's
right.
not-
That's how hair transplants work.
That's not how hair works.
Careful
even-
cutting around each hair's follicle. Extension taking out each follicle. Hair at the back and
did
sides
you
is not affected
Google
by the
it?
balding. And placing precise place. So they place hairs into the little holes they poke into your head or some shit. I think.
Oh god.
I think I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Oh
Think the
man.
nucleus of the hair.
Oh man.
They're called follicles. Jesus Christ.
Follicles.
No.
Fucking
Nucleus.
nucleus. Fucking
Alright.
nuclei of your scalp.
I want to move on from this.
Yeah. All right.
Like.
So
God.
Moses, you want to ask it?
Ask what?
Number 6.
Oh yeah. So, you play Skywars, right?
I think it would be a good idea for the update.
You didn't even ask. You don't have to ask. Say no more.
I don't need to be asked.
Say less.
Say.
Just
Alright.
what? Say
Uh,
less.
Ask.
What would be a cool Skywars update in your mind that would make the game like
You kind of
Like what?
Discord kind of lagged out there, but what is an update
Like-
that would make Skywars better?
if you can
Like-
make any change to Skywars?
Any change to
What
Skywars?
would it?
That's a good question, honestly.
Besides a better server and anti-cheat.
Oh, there goes my answers. So
That's
spot.
not quite.
I think a cool update for Skywars would be. Let me think. So I guess some things I don't like right away about Skywars is sometimes the kit's so unbalanced. For example, Golem's
Mhm.
already overpowered, so they need to
Golem's
do something
fucking
about
broken.
that.
Supposedly
Yeah.
got nerfed, but yeah. Good
I
team.
can't
Well-
say anything about anti-cheat. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Uh,
like the common complaint about like I think I definitely think there should be. I think honestly, I think there should be a cut in how many kits there are. I feel like there's so many kits that
Yeah,
like
there's
aren't used.
Yeah, there's
Like,
just way
who-
too many.
Who unironically uses salmon kit anymore?
True.
Like it was
Um,
only used on Canopy when that was in the rotation,
Yeah.
just because it had water everywhere.
or when you wanted to, or when you were doing a challenge.
Or
just to
when you
mess
wanted to
with
be an
people with the
asshole
water.
and flood mid.
Yeah, when you want to be that. Yeah.
Or like sloth.
Yeah.
Who uses sloth?
For the
yeah.
achievement.
Besides that.
Fair.
But yeah,
It's basically like the Rambo kit.
I
From
just
SG, just in
I don't
Skywars.
understand
Yeah.
what the thinking was when they added Gollum. It's like, cause
That
like
makes Elran kit invalid.
it made no sense, and the fact that they only made it 100 tributes, so essentially anyone who got like top 1,000 in the tournament, or even more, could have gotten it. Like I got top 2,500, and I was able to buy Gollum.
I didn't even play because I didn't play.
Yeah, well, like it, the fact that it gives you a full health Gollum that has increased attack speed to like,
And then 2 extra.
Yeah.
and then you have 2 permanent extra hearts. Like
I think in Ruben's video when he was using the Golem kit, I think he splashed speed and his Golem got speed too.
well, yeah, I thought that's that.
Yeah, so that makes it even scarier.
as well.
It's
You
the
probably
fact
get
that
golden armor, right?
the most OP part is
I
that
hope not.
Well, maybe because like any mod can have armor.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be even more broken.
That's
It's just
scary.
the
Full
most
damage
broken
scary.
part,
Full
besides the
throttle.
fact that you get 2 extra hearts, is the fact that the attack speed is just so fast that if you go anywhere near it, you will get thrown into the air no matter what. It's just
Yeah.
like I
The
I
rhythm
have
speed
a
is insane.
I have a like clip on my Twitter of me killing a blatant fly hacker using Golem kit because I trapped him in the bottom of mid, and my Golem just fucking threw him into the ceiling and killed him. Like
Jeez, yeah.
it's like why? I mean, like why would that be a kit, especially for like a tournament win? Like why would you? Like, oh, here's your reward, a broken kit that is.
I'm so surprised it hasn't been nerfed yet, but they probably will eventually. Another thing I think would be really cool to add to Skywars is the same thing to do with Sumo. Maybe possibly a ping region potentially, because sometimes the servers just die, and those with like
Mhm.
super high ping just
yeah.
like completely die out. But really, if I would change anything, there's really not much I would change besides maybe cheaters, maybe change up the perks a bit more, maybe add something else. That's really it. Just add more
I-
updates and just keep it consistent.
I think a general refresh in perks and kits will just do so much. Like even
Yeah,
though
like
it
a
won't be
season
like
2.
groundbreaking update, I think just doing like just either removing some kits and perks or just, changing them completely, just doing a refresh would just like more people would play, more people would want to find it, like what keeps a game fun is a new meta. And like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
metas in Skywars has just been the same. It's like
I have 20
rinse,
million
repeat.
coins because there's nothing I had to spend it on for like a
Right,
few years now.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'd never have to spend coins on anything.
Yeah, I maxed out my Skywars shop recently, and now there's just nothing to buy them with other than like the corrupted game.
Yeah.
That takes so long because it's like 3 million coins.
I just don't bother because here's the thing. It's like if you don't care, like especially for me, like I don't care too much about stats, so like that means nothing to me. Like I already have all 3 mythic kits. Like I don't need any more souls. So it's like
Exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of like pay to lose because it's like
pay to lose.
Pay to lose.
because if you
Explain.
if you get in a corrupted game, you
Elaborate.
know there's probably gonna be another
Right.
like,
If
super
if you
sweaty
get
card.
all
Oh,
your
yeah, yeah,
if you
yeah.
get all your stuff
Yeah, that's
quickly,
true.
then you just like
That's
I've
true.
been playing
Like,
on
if
an
you're in a
alt
corrupted
account
game, you're
recently.
gonna try hard.
I've been playing on an alt
Yeah.
account a lot recently, just grinding stuff back up.
Now
All right,
everyone's gonna
so-
look for your alt account.
We'll say we are on to the very, very important questions now.
All right.
Yes.
Aaron,
Yeah.
Wanna play Uno?
Sure.
Nice.
All right. I got it on.
what's your Steam?
It is just I think FED Gaming.
Still your old thing.
Just give me your friend code. Wait, there's
Alright.
4 of us too. I just realized it's gonna be perfect.
I don't have Steam.
Well,
You don't have like
No.
wait. You don't
Steam?
have you don't have Steam?
No.
Excuse me?
fuck.
How are you? You are not a gamer. You are not
Oh, yeah,
allowed
that's
in this.
not.
You are not allowed in this
That's
podcast.
not.
I'm gonna have to
Oh.
change the. I'm gonna have, no.
Oh,
You don't allow
okay.
I got you guys. I
non-gamers
got
in
you
here.
guys. You're welcome.
Fucking white trash. All right, let's go on now.
He's Filipino.
All right. Aaron,
So next question.
who is your favorite pack maker?
Favorite pack maker?
I'm not saying anything, but like, it's me, right?
No.
Dude, what the fuck?
I think, honestly, my favorite pack maker might be Emma.
That's a funny
Okay,
joke.
then. Good joke.
Good joke. Nah,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Emma is good. I think. Yeah, I agree. Emma.
Like I
does
still
the-
use the pack she made me a long time ago a lot now. That's like I use it a lot because I actually really do love the pack, and it's probably the favorite pack. I'm sorry, Mal, but it's probably my favorite pack that ever got made for me.
Yeah, fuck you, Mauve.
Yeah, I have to say Emma.
Mad Lavender is your worst pack, and you know it.
Rip.
It's okay. He probably agrees.
I think
Uh.
another. If I had to pick if I had to pick like maybe 1 or 2 more, I really like Keno's packs. Keno's another one of my favorite creators of the pack creation game, and there might be one more, but I can't think of a name.
Their name's like I think their name's Mose.
No,
Who's Mo?
I'm talking about good
Who's Mo?
packs.
Okay.
Yikes. Yikes.
Alright.
You can't. Your top 2 favorite pack makers can't be Emma and Keno, and then you can't leave out. Do you know who we are?
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, that's why you're not in it.
I can't do this anymore.
Oh no!
Blacks out.
He's gone. He's back.
All right, yeah, that's that question answered.
You guys
All
answered the
right,
question without me. All right.
Any last words, everyone?
You asking about the green screen?
Ah, yes.
So
So
what about it?
why the fuck do you never key it out?
The lighting's not good enough.
Okay,
Really?
second question.
really told you
Why
this
don't you
show.
get new lighting?
My room's kind of small, so the best place to be lighting would be behind my table, but there's really not that much room behind it, and I can't find a light that would fit or just have enough room behind my table to still like put it straight on me and still look good.
I'm here.
I'm still trying to find it. You shut the fuck up and get good at making packs. All right, next question.
Next question, number 11, the final one.
So
Q, and so on.
Honestly, I would say T.
Good answer.
yeah, I agree.
feel slightly better.
Well, we've run out of things, and we've.
No, there's still
We've
one you
been
haven't asked.
Oh yeah,
Why?
you're right.
You're
So
right. The most
Aaron,
important question of all.
Yeah.
Moses,
why?
you get the honor.
Why?
Hold on, let me put the 20-minute timer on. Okay. So why is a really good question. The reason why is a good question is because in life a lot of things you want to do is just, find that path that just leads you there, find the path that, can lead you to a life where you can be like, yeah, I'm at a point where I'm happy where I can do this. And what I mean by that is for a long time I always wanted to be a YouTuber, not mainly because revenue was the first source of but we get ready to add 20 minutes to this. Revenue wasn't the main thing that was always on
long
my eyes.
podcast. Let's go.
You didn't actually have to put 20.
But I'm
But
gonna do 20.
okay.
Revenue was
I'm
not
going
the
to
first.
fall
Divided by
asleep.
10. 2 minutes. You get 2 minute stops. Better wrap it out like Eminem.
Yeah. So revenue was never the first thing on my mind.
Need
No, I'm gonna do the 20 minutes.
It's like, no, I will do this.
You
I'm
really
determined.
need $20 that bad?
Fine, I'll do like a minute and a half.
All right, you already did a minute and a half. We're done.
No, I did 1 minute.
Hand
So
me my
basically,
money.
I always
You
wanted to
got
be a YouTuber because
25
it seemed
seconds.
fun, it seemed flexible, and I always wanted to have fun while I was making money. And eventually, I got to a part where I could do that, and now I'm trying to do YouTube more full time, and that's why, to answer your question, yes, your penis is kind of a chode. Next question.
You know
Surely
what?
you're
I
talking to Chill, right?
I appreciate that, Aaron.
Yeah, that's
You
why
don't
his name
have
is
to.
Chode
Yeah.
Diamond.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yes.
Just
Joe
making
Diamond.
sure you weren't saying that to me. I'm an
Do you
Enderman.
have a
What?
How big's your penis then?
So do you know the length of an Enderman's arm?
You saying your penis is 3 inches?
Come again?
Well,
You realize
if the
that-
length of an Enderman's arm, let's say it's like, what, 2-3 blocks?
Yeah, and
Two
how
Two and a
blocks.
half blocks.
It's about 2.5 blocks. So
Six
in
and a
one
half
block.
feet.
Oh boy.
an Enderman is 0.6 by 2.9 blocks, and his
Moses, are
arm's super skinny. And Minecraft, and I have an Enderman toy somewhere around here. I'm
Most
sorry.
most of your cock, most of his cock is 6 feet
Like,
long, but it's only.
I'm sorry.
It's as thin as a
This might just
pencil.
be the
It's like a needle, a really long needle.
really.
You can't
oh,
even
no.
like see it from the front, or barely from the side. Like it's just an invisible
Oh
weapon.
God, no.
You're actually stabbing her egg.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think that's
Thank you for allowing us
Thank
to
Waste
use your
your
reviews for
time.
the last 45 minutes.
But I have Uno on.
Oh, nice.
All right, who's gonna tell him we really didn't want to play Uno with him?
Aw. I'm done.
But thank you for letting us suffer with you, and thank you for suffering with us.
No problem. I'm probably gonna go sleep now because this has been a bad day besides this podcast.
I'm glad
Well,
we were an
You're
exclusion.
welcome.
Go sleep.
All
Sweet
right,
child.
I'm
We
gonna go
didn't
sleep.
make his day. His day was already bad. He was excluding us because he didn't just make his day bad. We made his day worse. We made his days awful.
You know what,
we ruined,
Moses?
We ruined your whole week, didn't we?
You know what, Moses? You are 100% correct.